Alina, turn that TV down some, please. Turn it up enough for her to hear it. That's good right there. We'll get started in a second. Anybody tuning in? Mama Kashaka, you put your name, city, and state. Keep record of who coming to class. There you go.
I done my cookies.
Done with them, okay.
Can I want some drink?
Alina, come here. Pour the sister some to drink, please. Correct, sir. Yabashim Al-Shabrakatah. Now you're right. The CEO of Johnson & Johnson. Kind, sir. Yeah, I'm getting it together right now, Adawan. I'm finna go in on brother Knight. No Diddy. Salakia. Okay. Let's get it going, man. Yabashim Salakia. Yabashim Al-Shabaraka. Thumb to the brothers. Yahweh Shamor Allah Thun Bashim Yahweh to the sisters. Our priest officer Quran Yalla, the ISUBK, under Commander General Yohanan, holding down the Wednesday night law class for preaching officer Natazar. You understand? It's the law class. As you can tell by the title, you know what I'm saying? Every other boys know Diddy. Yeah, kind. So I ain't gonna lie, sir. I'm then they're gonna leave that on the screen. It's Salakia. As you can tell by the title, man, we finna get into what transpired with Diddy. You understand? Now, as you know, this brother was just indicted. You understand? On Salakia. Let me know if it goes out. Salakia. My Wi-Fi just popped up. I look like we too wild. Okay. So as y'all know, P. Diddy was just indicted. You understand? What was that, Monday? You understand? He was denied bail, right? And as of right now, you understand, his indictment is unsealed. You can go online and look at the indictment. Matter of fact, that's how we're gonna start this class off today. We're gonna take a look at his indictment right now. You understand? Okay, Most High Christ, start the water. Okay, let me share this screen. We ain't gonna go through the whole indictment, but I do wanna go into what the brother has been charged with. All right. Okay, so now. Salakia.
Threatened and
I don't want to play the news clip because I don't want to get us
coerced.
Salakia. Okay. So it says an unsealed federal indictment revealed criminal charges against Sean Diddy Combs on Tuesday. So Salakia, they unsealed the indictment on Tuesday. He was arrested on Monday. A day after the hip-hop mogul was arrested in New York City. The U.S. Attorney's Office accused Combs of racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking, among other accounts. Read the full indictment below. So now we finna get into P. Diddy's indictment. United States District Attorney Court, Southern District of New York. United States of America versus Sean Combs, a.k.a. Puff Daddy, a.k.a. P. Diddy, a.k.a. Diddy, a.k.a. PD, a.k.a. Love. I'm guessing Love is one of those new handles, no Diddy, that he got. This dude, man. Now, I want to point out one thing about this indictment, right? Like when you get indicted by the federal court, you understand? It's one thing being charged with a state crime, you understand? Like the state says the people of whatever state, you understand, versus you. But this says the United States of America versus Sean Combs. Like the whole America is against you, you understand, when you commit a federal act. I just wanted to point that out. But Salakia. Count one, racketeering conspiracy. The grand jury charges overview for decades. Sean Combs, a.k.a. Puff Daddy, a.k.a. P. Diddy, a.k.a. Diddy, a.k.a. PD, a.k.a. Love. The defendant abused, threatened, and coerced. Salakia. I can't even see that. It's kind of blurry on my computer. coerced. I believe that's coerced. Salakia. Women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. Salakia. This is a. If all of this is true, this brother is. And of course, you got sisters like Jaguar Wright, the brother Gene Deal. They've been talking about this for a long time. You understand? And particularly the brother Gene Deal. Like I seen a clip of an interview of him today. He kind of like tried to clean himself up and try to make it seem like this type of stuff started going on after he wasn't around P. Diddy. But if this type of stuff was going on after he wasn't around P. Diddy, how do you know that he was in these type of activities? Like, how could you expose him so much if this type of stuff started going on after you wasn't around him? You understand? I just find that funny that the brother trying to clear his name up. You understand? Him being privy to a lot of this knowledge. You understand? Salakia, pause. You understand? That Diddy was into. All right. Okay, and it says, where was I at? To do so, Combs relied on the employees' resources and influence of the multifaceted business empire that he led and controlled, creating a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in and attempting to engage in, among other other crimes, sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. Boy, this nigga been indicted for everything under the sun except for murder. And they say he had something to do with the Tupac and put $1 million on him. I don't know how true that is. You understand? But if it is true, they're gonna go ahead and add that on the charges too, right? Sean Combs, aka all of these different handles. I'm not finna keep reading that. The defendant operated his business headquartered at various times in Manhattan and Los Angeles under a variety of United States-based corporate entities, including Bad Boy. Hold on, let's get to the second page. He wasn't lying when he said he was a bad boy. Bad Boy Entertainment, Combs Enterprises, and Combs Global, collectively the Combs business. Corporate entities in the Combs business included, among other things, record labels, a recording studio, an apparel line, an alcoholic spirit business, a marketing agency, and a television network and media company. At all times relative to this indictment, Sean Combs, the defendant, engaged in a persistent and pervasive pattern of abuse towards women and other individuals. This abuse was at times verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual. As part of his pattern of abuse, Combs manipulated women to participate in highly orchestrated performances of sexual activity with male commercial sex workers. So hold on. Salakia. This nigga was I know we on YouTube. YouTube guidelines is a little bit more lenient than TikTok and a lot of these other profiles. But basically what they saying is this nigga was putting together a bunch of high-end orgies, so to speak. You understand? With commercial sex workers, meaning male escorts. You understand that can legally, you understand, prostitute themselves. All right. Salakia. At times, Combs and others acting at his direction made arrangements for women and commercial sex workers to fly to Combs' location. Combs ensured participation from the women by, among other things, obtaining and distributing narcotics to them, controlling their Salakia. Let me scroll down. Controlling their careers, leveraging his financial support, and threatening to cut off the same, and using intimidation and violence. Salakia. Boy, this, like I said, if this is all true, boy, this boy P. Diddy was an ignorant bastard. You understand? and not only being an ignorant bastard, he was an evil, you understand, and a sexual deviant, you understand. And I'm calling the brother ignorant because he really didn't believe that he would eventually have to pay for these crimes if all of this stuff is true. You understand? Right? Physical abuse by Sean Combs, the defendant, was recurrent and widely known on numerous occasions from at least in or about 2009 and continuing for years. So hold on. They said from 2009 in 2009 to continuing years. And I'm sure it probably just, I don't even think it stopped until the brother got arrested. So if he would have kept going on for another 5 years, you understand? That's literally 20 years of sexually abusing people. You understand? Continuing years. Combs assaulted women by, among other things, striking, punching, dragging, throwing objects at, and kicking them. Boy, this is some evil stuff. And then on top of that, he did all of this and controlled these people with drugs, promising them to have a big music career. Because I'm sure most of these people that he wreaked this havoc on was people from the hood. You understand? People that come from less fortunate backgrounds, people that he knows is desperate to get out of the situation that they was born in because the white man is the devil. P. Diddy learned from, you understand, the devil, Clive Davis, you understand, which done this type of stuff for many years. You understand? And he took on the culture of his spiritual father, the devil. You understand? Allegedly, if this is true, right? It says, these assaults were at times witnessed by others and included one instance at a Los Angeles hotel in or about March 16, which was captured on video and later publicly reported, where Combs kicked, dragged, and threw a vase at a woman as she was attempting to leave. When a member of the hotel security staff intervened, Combs attempted to bribe the staff to ensure silence. That's exactly what the oppressor does. You understand? That's like, man, this dude was evil as hell. If this is true, Salakia. Like I said, I'm not gonna go through the whole indictment. You understand? But I'm gonna just read this last piece. Combs' violence was also not limited to these women. It extended to his employees, witnesses to his abuse, and others. Sean Combs, the defendant, used the Combs business, including certain employees, to carry out, facilitate, and cover up his abuse and commercial sex. So, like, this dude had a team of people that was on the same type of hype as him. You understand? Like, let's say you got a garbage company, right? Like P. Diddy literally made sexual abuse a goddamn business. You understand? And he had employees that he paid off, people that he bribed to keep silence. You understand? In order to continue with this evil behavior, you understand, that he learned from the Caucasian man, allegedly. Of course, we're gonna say allegedly until the brother's found guilty. All right, if he's found guilty. All right. Those employees, including security staff. Hold on. That brother Gene Deal was a security staff of his. Household staff, personal assistants, and high-ranking supervisors and others and other close associates acted as Combs's intermediaries, and their conduct was facilitated and assisted by Combs' control of the Combs business. Come on, man. Like P. Diddy, bro. I don't know if this is true. You understand? But it's looking real bad. You understand? But anyway, right? So of course, we all know, you understand, morally, you understand, if you have any type of morals, that this type of conduct, you understand, is whether you're in the truth or not, you understand, you know that this is wrong, because you know if somebody get caught doing this type of stuff, then there are severe consequences that come with it. You understand? But the consequences that come from indulging in these type of activities, they don't necessarily come from your oppressor. The consequences come from the Most High God. You understand? And I'm gonna get a couple scripts on it, right? And also, I want to go over. I'm gonna read a little bit of Genesis 19, I believe, when it talks about Sodom and Gomorrah, and I'm gonna go to the Apocrypha and read the book of Susanna. You understand? Because those two records in these scriptures give you an ancient history of this type of same stuff that was going on back then, that Diddy had the spirit on him to do in these times. You understand? So the brother has been indicted on drug trafficking. You understand? Sexual assault. You understand? Racketeering and a slew of other charges. Right. So let's get we get Leviticus 20 and 6. It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 20 and verse 6. And the soul that turneth after such as have familiar spirits and after wizards to go a whoring after them, I will set my face against that soul and will cut him off from among his people. You understand? To go after familiar spirits or go after wizards, you understand? This is the same thing as saying to go after a drug dealer, you understand? Or taking on the culture of being a drug user or a drug dealer, you understand? A person with familiar spirits or a wizard, you understand? Just like today, back in biblical times, you understand, this is talking about sorcery. When you look at the definition of sorcery, sorcery literally means to do drugs. You understand? And that's exactly what Diddy was. Diddy was a magical wizard to these people. You understand? A person with a familiar spirit. He cooked up all of these concoctions and potions, you understand, and used these controlled substances to do exactly what the name says, control people. You understand? Like Diddy literally fed these people drugs in order to get them high out of their mind so he can have his way with them sexually. You understand? Salakia. Let me get Exodus 22 and 18. It's the book of Exodus, chapter 22 and verse 18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. You understand? It's another precept in our laws, you understand, concerning being a drug dealer, you understand, or a drug addict. Back in biblical times, you understand, when we was in our own kingdom, when we had brothers to enforce the law, you understand, to use drugs was a damn death sentence. You understand? They catch you smoking weed or doing some cocaine or the pink cocaine that Diddy got, you understand, being indicted for. You understand? Catch you distributing that and doing that. You understand? You getting put to death. You understand? That's what the laws was back in the Old Testament. You understand? Salakia. Deuteronomy 22 and 25, right? And I'm going over laws. You understand that correlate with Diddy's indictment. You understand? Because everything that Diddy is being accused of is contrary to the scriptures. You understand? And the Lord is totally against this. And this is why the Lord is delivering Diddy up to evil. You understand? Because this brother has broken all of the laws of the Bible for his whole goddamn life. You understand? And then on top of that, when he was able to strike it big and get rich in his empire, you understand? He went further to break these laws, you understand, and to get other people to break these laws and control people with breaking these laws. You understand? This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 25, excuse me. But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man force her and lie with her, then the man only that lie with her shall die. You understand? Diddy was forcing these women, according to this indictment, you understand, to have sex with them. You understand? Clear as day. He's getting them high. You understand? Threatening them that he'll end their music career. You understand? Of course, I already know a lot of these sisters had husbands. You understand? And of course, this Bible verse says a woman betrothed to another man, but this is not solely about a woman being betrothed to a man. The spirit of this law is you cannot force a woman to have sex with you. You understand? And that's what Diddy was doing. All right. Anybody out there, make sure y'all like, share the class. You understand? If you ain't subscribed to the channel, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you go ahead and do that, because these type of topics are very important to talk about from a biblical state. You understand? Of course, you know, people in the world going to tell you, oh yeah, it's going to be mixed emotions in the world. You understand? You got people that love P. Diddy. You understand? I seen a couple of brothers that I know in the world on Facebook, you understand, defending P. Diddy, right? I don't know how true it is, but I seen a YouTube clip that little Boosie was defending P. Diddy. Now, I wouldn't put it past Boosie. You understand? He ain't a priest like me. And on top of that, he defended R. Kelly. And R. Kelly is convicted. You understand? Salakia. Deuteronomy 23 and 17. And it reads, there shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel. You understand? Of course, the majority of these sisters that Diddy was whoring out, and probably not even the majority, probably all of them. The majority of these sisters or these women that Diddy was whoring out, I can almost guarantee you that the most of them was Israel. You understand? Black, Latino, Native American Indian women. The sister Cassie that he beat on. You understand? That they caught on camera that was mentioned in that indictment I just read earlier. You understand? She's one of the daughters of Zion. You understand? And as well as the sister from Danity Kane. You understand? The group Diddy Dirty Money. You understand? Like, the Lord said there shall be no whores of the daughters of Zion. You understand? And Diddy got rich and famous and whored out the same women that the Lord deemed to him as precious. You understand? And it's evil as hell in the Lord's sight. You understand? Salakia. Deuteronomy 23 and 17 from the top. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. Diddy is a Israelite. You understand? And according to the accusations and this indictment, this brother is in fact a sodomite, according to these accusations. You understand? According to this indictment, this brother is a sodomite. You understand? And that's totally against the scriptures. You understand? That's totally against being one of the sons of Israel. You understand? The Lord ain't with these freak offs that Diddy had going on. That's why he was able to be indicted. You understand? Sooner or later. You understand? Like us on the outside looking in, we don't know how long this nigga been doing this. Allegedly. I'm gonna keep saying allegedly. The brother ain't been convicted yet, you understand? But it's in the works. Then on top of that, they said they found a fact, and this is in the indictment. You understand? So, of course, if this is in the indictment, hold on. Salakia. I forgot my train of thought. I'm gonna drop that. Let's go to the book of Genesis, the 19th chapter. You understand? Let's read what happened with Sodom and Gomorrah. You understand? This is the book. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 19. Let me see. I'm not gonna read the whole chapter. I'm not gonna read the whole chapter. Gonna try 1,000 bottles of baby oil and cable. Hey, Salakia, sir. I don't know what you mean by that. Hey, you rockin' bar. Y'all about to out shop rockin' thoughts, sir. Salakia. But you just brought me back to what my train of thought. They charged this brother. Well, they didn't. I mean, you can't be charged with it. Salakia. Hey, if he get indicted, I mean, if he get found guilty, they just might make it illegal for you to have 1,000 bottles of baby oil in your vicinity. You understand? In your residential area. But Salakia, this brother got indicted, and when they ran in his house, you understand, on one of his properties, they said they found 1,000 bottles of baby oil. That's in the indictment. You understand? Like, as well as firearms with serial numbers scratched off. You understand? I'm not sure if they found controlled substances and things of that nature. You understand? But they definitely, you understand, found them 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Salakia. You understand? And man, P. Diddy didn't turn lasciviousness into he turned it into a sport. You understand? A sport with a championship. You don't go to the playoffs when you make it to the finals. You go to the freak off. You understand? When you make it to the finals dealing with Diddy. You understand? Yeah, but let's get into the book of Genesis chapter 19. All right. This is the book of Genesis chapter 19 and verse 4. But before they lay down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house round, both old and young, all the people from every quarter. And they called unto Lot and said unto him, where are the men which came in to thee this night? Bring them out unto us that we may know them. Now, when you read a couple verses up, right? Lot, he seen these brothers, you understand, these brothers being angels, walking through the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah, you understand? That was by his house. And he was like, man, look, I got a place for y'all, got food for y'all to eat, you know what I'm saying? Come in the house, you understand, and rest y'all feet, wash y'all feet, you understand, and let me host y'all for the night. They was like, nah, we finna be out here all night. We finna be in the streets. It said he pressed sore upon them. You understand? And the only logical reason for Lot to press these brothers about coming into his house is because he knew what type of men dwelled in the city of Sodom and Gomorrah. And they had the same spirit as Diddy. These dudes walked up to Lot's door, you understand, called out like, hey, who is them dudes that came, you understand, up in this city to your house? Like, bring them outside that we should know them, you understand? And that word, no, they not talking about, you understand, chop it up and have a conversation. Nah, they pressing Lot to bring these dudes out so they can commit some homosexual activities with them, you understand? And you know, because of how Lot responded. And Lot went out at the door unto them and shut the door after him. Lot got out the door and closed the door behind him. You understand? Right? And said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly. It ain't wicked to see some people, you understand, that you don't know and inquiring about who they are and want to have a conversation with them. No, it's wicked, you understand, to try to indulge, you understand, LGBTQ lifestyle activities with these brothers. You understand? Right? And they said, bring them out that we may know them. They was forcing themselves. They was trying to force themselves upon priests of the men of God. You understand? Right? Verse 8, behold, now I have 2 daughters, which have not known men. Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you, and do ye to them as it is good in your eyes. Only unto these men do nothing. For therefore came they under the shadow of my roof. That's another dead giveaway that these dudes want to indulge in homosexual activity with these brothers. You understand? Like, look, I got 2 daughters, they virgins, they've never known a man. You understand? Like, y'all can do what y'all want with them. Just don't do anything to these men, because it's wicked. You understand? To indulge in these type of activities and lifestyles. You understand? Salakia. And they said, stand back. And they said, stand back. And they said again, this one fellow came into sojourn, and he will needs be a judge. Now we will deal worse with thee than with them. And they pressed sore upon the man, even like, and came near to break the door. So they like, bro, you ain't even from around here. You mean to tell me you gonna come to our neck of the woods, to our neighborhood, you understand, and tell us what we can't do? Man, we finna do you worse than we was finna do these dudes. You understand? Same type of spirit that Diddy had on him, you understand, at these freak-offs. Salakia. Lena, pour me some water, please. Right? Same spirit that Diddy had on him, you understand, during the type of stuff that he had to do. Probably in there. That white one. Right? They tried to force themselves on this man. You understand? Let me read that again. It says, and they pressed sore upon the man, even like, and came near to break the door. Like, these dudes was some aggressive sodomites. You understand? They was finna force these men to let them have their way with them. You understand? And threaten to do a lot worse than what they was gonna do to them. Evil as hell. You understand? Get the book of Jude, chapter 1, I believe, verse 7. And you see what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah. Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed because of that lasciviousness. The book of Jude, chapter 1 and verse 7. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, because it wasn't just Sodom and Gomorrah, it was Sodom and Gomorrah and about 5 other cities. You understand? Sodom and Gomorrah just being the 2 chief cities of that region. You understand? Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. You understand? Same spirit that the men of Sodom and Gomorrah had on them, P. Diddy got on him, or had on him. I bet you ain't got that spirit no more. You understand? Sitting in a federal holding tank, and they denied his bail. You understand? Shalom, sis. Y'all Shamal Taba Shim Yahweh Shah. The water kanaf for tapping in, sis. I appreciate it. You understand? Like, this brother had that same spirit as the people in Sodom and Gomorrah had on them. You understand? And not only am I talking about P. Diddy having that spirit on him, but you got your TD Jakes, because I'm sure, like, eventually it's gonna come out about a lot of these entertainers. You understand? Matter of fact, Salakia, it's gonna come out about a lot of people that got influence. All right. Let me go to the Apocrypha real quick before I go to the book of Susanna, which is in the Apocrypha as well. But I'm gonna go to First Maccabees in the Apocrypha, right? Let me show you the opposite of a P. Diddy versus a righteous man. I'm gonna show you the opposite of somebody that's a P. Diddy with influence versus a righteous man with influence. All right. This is a book of First Maccabees, chapter 2. In verse 17. Then answered the king's officers and said to Mattathias on this wise, Thou art a ruler and an honorable and a great man in the city, and strengthened with sons and brethren. You understand? This king's officer, you understand, the King Antiochus, who was a Greek king, he sent his officers down to the children of Israel to collect taxes, you understand, and forced them to do sacrifice in the customs of the Greeks, and basically, you understand, just to force the Hellenization on the children of Israel even more. So he'll send his officers down there annually, you understand. But this particular time, Mattathias was in the company of the people, and this king's officer, he knew Mattathias. Mattathias was a righteous brother, but on the right-hand side versus the left-hand side. This brother Mattathias had influence over the children of Israel because he was a stand-up guy, you understand, and enforcing the law, right? So this king's officer was like, man, look, you got a lot of influence. You got sons, you understand? You got a lot of brethren, and these people look up to you, you understand? He called him a honorable and great man. That's what a lot of people look at P. Diddy as, an honorable and great man, because he has money. He has influence. You understand? Before these accusations came out, you understand, you have people that worshiped P. Diddy. And these same people probably still worship P. Diddy. Like I said, Lil Boosie, he's still defending P. Diddy and R. Kelly. You understand? Because of the feel-good music they gave to us, you understand? And the example of being somebody that's from the ghetto, you understand, or from a background to where your people are really less fortunate, and you come up and you make it to be a multi-millionaire, damn near a billionaire. You understand? So this type of stuff can influence people. You understand? But Mattathias didn't have all of these ill-gotten possessions, you understand, to influence the people that loved him dearly. You understand? He stood on the principles of keeping the law, statutes, and commandments and loving his own people. You understand? But nevertheless, he still had influence. You understand? So the king's officer, he tried to get Mattathias, he tried to persuade Mattathias. You understand? Verse 18. Now, therefore, come down first and fulfill the king's commandment, like as all the heathen have done, yea, and the men of Judah also, and such as remain at Jerusalem. So thou and thy house be in the number of the king's friends, and thou and thy children shall be honored with silver and gold and many rewards. He said, look, Mattathias, you come first and sacrifice this pig on this altar. You understand? And we're going to put you in line of the king's friends, and we're going to endow you and your family with silver, gold, riches. You understand? We're going to make you famous all throughout the kingdom. You understand? And you know what I'm saying? Essentially, we're going to set you up on high. You understand? Just how P. Diddy got set up on high. You understand? That king's officer, that king's officer in P. Diddy's line was Clive Davis. Clive Davis showed him the ropes, gave him everything that he could, you understand, in order for him to use his influence to keep getting the children of Israel to do exactly what the Lord did not want us to do. You understand? And P. Diddy, he took that gold and silver. He came first and sacrificed, you understand, in the sight of the children of Israel. You understand? Right, hey, right, sis. Right, sis. Vote or die. Kanad, sis. That is a very heavy and excellent point, sis. Most High Christ. Sis says they use him to push voting on the black community. If you around my age and you was like, if you like in your early mid 30s, you understand? I know you remember the vote or die era. This nigga P. Diddy used to put vote or die on t-shirts, meaning if you don't vote, you might as well kill your goddamn self. You understand? Right. Hey, sis, it was. Matter of fact, Salakia. Hold on, sis. Give me a second. That was excellent that you brought that up. Give me a second, because I'm about to see if I can find one of the shirts. Matter of fact, I'm gonna try to see if I can find one of the shirts with this Negro in it. Yep, there we go. Hold on. I'm finna share my screen right now, y'all. Kana, sis, that was an excellent point that you brought up. Give me 1 second. Here this Negro go right here. Vote or die. Then the crazy part about it is this nigga was all on BET promoting this. Which brings another heavy point. Hey, Kana says the water. Cause hold on. Let me get another script in the book of First Maccabees. Salakia. It's the book of First Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many. This Diddy right now, in our time, it's been many wicked Israelites that persuade niggas to do exactly what the oppressor wants you to do. You understand? This is what they said, right? Let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us, for since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. This is the same spirit that P. Diddy is in. You understand? So, Laki, let me go back to this. Let me see. Look at this. Look at all of these young people. Oh, matter of fact, hold on. Hold on, man. Hold on. Let me share this other screen. Let me share this other screen. Salakia. Can y'all see that? This Alicia Keys, P. Diddy. What's the Edomite dude from Titanic? Leonardo DiCaprio, Mariah Carey, Paris Hilton, this nigga Jamie Foxx. Hold on, Salakia. Let me try to expand it. Y'all, I know y'all can't really see at the bottom. It's 50 Cent at the bottom, Mary J. Blige, and judging by this Negro forehead right there, I think that's Usher. Salakia. I could be wrong. But them is a whole lot of people of influence. You understand? Heavy precept, definitely fitting. I didn't even vote that year. Confession is good for the soul. Most High in Christ, sis. Hey, give my sister a hand, man. Most High in Christ. You understand? But these is the type of people that they use in the black community. You understand? To get us to continuously do evil. You understand? They set up somebody that has a lot of money. You understand? A lot of influence, right? A lot of resources. You understand? Somebody that can be admired, you understand, and revered by the black community because it seems like they've made it out of the conditions that we all are so familiar with. You understand? So, of course, it's natural for us to be like, okay, if P. Diddy used to live how I live, you understand, and I'm trying to get out of hell, maybe something that he's doing is right. And I should take the approach that he took, you understand, in order to better myself. You understand? Which is absolutely an error for our people to do, seeing that the so-called man, what's the word I'm looking for? It's right on the tip of my tongue. The so-called successfulness of these people come with a price. You understand? And it comes with not only a price, but it also comes with you having to do unspeakable things. You understand? As far as doing stuff that's morally shameful. You understand? But Salakia, let's get the book of Susanna. Salakia. I'm gonna try to pull this up on the screen. Give me 1 second. So I might not even be able to pull that up. But if y'all could out there, Baba Kasha, we're gonna go to the Apocrypha and we'll read the book of Susanna. Because the book of Susanna is a heavy book when it comes to this topic. You understand? And you're gonna see P. Diddy, you understand, in these high priests. You understand? You're going to see the same type of spirit that these brothers had on them lives on in your P. Diddy's, your Creflo Dollars, your Bishop Eddie Longs, your T.D. Jakes. You understand? And I'm like, I can't wait. I'm gonna keep it 100. I cannot wait until everybody gets aired out. You understand? Because when they start talking them numbers at P. Diddy gonna start talking. You understand? When they start saying, man, look, when they start offering downward departures and talking about debriefing, you understand? And they gonna want names. And I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I think Jay-Z coming too. I think because right when you look at and the only reason why I'm not gonna say 50 Cent is because 50 Cent do too much trolling, you understand, in situations like this in order to have them type of skeletons in his closet. But I don't hold it past him either. You understand? Said between Aaliyah and Foxy Brown, yeah, sis, yeah. Because hey, and that's heavy that you brought that up, right? Aaliyah was what? About 14, 15, 16 when she started dealing with R. Kelly. R. Kelly was like probably damn near 30, almost 30. Foxy Brown was about 15, 16. Jay-Z was in his late 20s. You understand? Probably early 30s. I don't know. Some of these entertainers get the line, you understand, about how old they is. But Salakia, let's get into it, man. No Diddy. The book of Susanna, chapter 1. Let me see how many verses we got. 64 verses. I'm gonna try to just run through this whole book. You understand? And this book is very important to understanding not only the mind frame that brothers like P. Diddy have, but this book also it touches on how much our women are to be protected, and it touches on how important men of God are. You understand? Actual men of God, not men that portray like men of God. You understand? And this book of Susanna, this like you gonna hear one of these prophets' name who became a prominent figure in the Old Testament. You understand? And this is why you have a book named after this brother. You understand? But Salakia, this is the book of Susanna. Matter of fact, Salakia, if y'all bear on me 1 second, because I have to put this on I have to give y'all the visual of this. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Y'all bear with me, Baba Kasha. Give me 1 second, y'all. Bear with me, Baba Kasha. Okay, Most High Christ. I'm finna share the screen right now. Okay, Most High Christ. Okay, let's get into it, y'all. Okay, this is the book of Susanna, chapter 1. You understand, in verse 1, in the Apocrypha. All right. There dwelt a man in Babylon called Joachim, and he took a wife whose name was Susanna, the daughter of Chelcias, a very fair woman, and one that feared the Lord. You understand? So this brother Joachim, he had a wife named Susanna. You understand? And this sister was a righteous sister. You understand? That's what it means by to fear the Lord. You understand? That means you keep the law, statutes, and commandments. And this sister was very fair, meaning she was beautiful, right? Her parents also were righteous and taught their daughter according to the law of Moses. So not only was she righteous, you understand? Of course, her husband had to be righteous in order for her to be a righteous sister that was brought up according to the law of Moses by both of her parents. So this sister was righteous. Her mother and father was righteous, as well as her husband being a righteous man, right? And Joachim was a great rich man and had a fair garden joining unto his house. And to him resorted the Jews because he was more honorable than all men. You understand? A lot of brothers, they looked up to this brother. You understand? A lot of the children of Israel, they looked up to this brother because this brother was honorable. You understand? This brother was you know, he was he had charity for the children of Israel, meaning he had love for the children of Israel, and he kept the law, statutes, and commandments, right? Verse 6, these kept much at Joachim's house, and all that had any suits and law came unto them. Oh, Salaki, I skipped a verse, excuse me. The same year were appointed 2 of the ancients of the people to be judges, such as the Lord spake of. That wickedness came from Babylon, from ancient judges who seemed to govern the people. Right, so these 2 men, these 2 judges, they were appointed to be high priests over the children of Israel to settle disputes. You understand? Verse 6, these kept much at Joachim's house, and all that had any suits and law came unto them. So these brothers used to be at Joachim's house all the time. You understand? They were friends of Joachim. And anybody that had a discrepancy, you understand, or needed some counsel about anything, they will come to these brothers at Joachim's house. Verse 7, Now, when the people departed away at noon, Susanna went into her husband's garden to walk. And the two elders saw her going in every day and walking, so that their lust was inflamed toward her. You understand? These two brothers was lusting at Susanna. You understand? Because they they seen the sister all the time, you understand? And they just couldn't take their eyes off her because they had the same type of spirit that Diddy has on him today. You understand? They coveted their neighbor's wife. You understand? Which is evil as hell in the Lord's eyes. All right? In any righteous man's eyes, for that matter. Salakia. And they perverted their own mind and turned away their eyes that they might not look unto heaven nor remember just judgment. So these brothers lusted after her so much, you understand? They had nothing on their mind but to have their way with this sister. You understand? So much that these brothers, when it said that they might not look unto heaven nor remember just judgment, you understand? These brothers wasn't even worried about keeping the law no more or settling disputes in a righteous manner. Only thing that was on their mind was having their way with this sister, right? Salakia. And albeit they both were wounded with her love, yet durst not one show another his grief. So both of these brothers, they were in love with Susanna, you understand, and wanted to have their way with her. But they never shared that with each other. You understand? They secretly desired her even unto each other. You understand? They never came and told each other how they felt about Susanna. And that's important with this story. Of course, because these men being high priests, you understand? Or these men being judges, right? Like one of them's lusting after, the other one's lusting after. They not knowing that the other person feels the same way. So they don't want to look like a piece of shit, excuse my French, to a fellow man of God. You understand? Right? Verse 12, yet they watched diligently from day to day to see her. And the one said to the other, let us now go home, for it is dinner time. Right? So now, every day, they lusting after this sister, every day. So one day, the one brother said to the other, like, yeah, bro, it's time to get up out of here. You understand? Nobody coming back through. It's about dinner time. You know what I'm saying? It's time to go ahead and take it in. They salute each other. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Shalom, brother, I'll see you tomorrow. You understand, right? Verse 14. So when they were going out, they departed the one from the other, and turning back again, they came to the same place. And after that, they asked one another the cause. They acknowledged their lust, then appointed they a time both together when they might find her alone. So they both leave, go opposite directions, and being sneaky, they try to double back by themselves, you know what I'm saying, to be able to have their way with the sister Susanna. So when they came back, they discovered each other back in the same place, and then they just admitted, like, I ain't gonna lie, bro, I came back because I'm trying to have my way with the sister. Oh, man, me too, brother, you know what I'm saying? Man, look, check this out. We need to appoint a time we can find this sister by ourselves, just me and you, so we can go ahead and do our thing and nobody will know about it. Right? Verse 15. And it fell out. Salakia. Jump to God. And it fell out as they watched a fit time. She went in as before with two maids only. And she was desirous to wash herself in the garden, for it was hot. And there was nobody there save the two elders that had hid themselves and watched her. Then she said to her two maids, bring me oil and washing balls and shut the garden doors that I may wash me. And they said, Salakia, and they did as she bade them and shut the garden doors and went out themselves at privy doors to fetch the things that she had commanded them. But they saw not the elders because they were hid. So she tell the two maids, these are the only two people with her, like, hey, look, go get me some supplies so I can go ahead and clean myself. Y'all go ahead and do y'all thing. I'm going to be right here, you know what I'm saying, up in the garden, and shut the doors to the garden so don't nobody going to see me. It's like an outside washing area, you understand? Or I don't want to call it a pool, but this is an outside bath. You understand? So the sisters leave. They don't see the two elders because these evil bastards and hid themselves. You understand? Verse 19. Now, when the maids were gone, the two elders rose up and ran unto her, saying, Behold, the garden doors are shut, that no man can see us, and we are in love with thee. Therefore, consent unto us and lie with us. So as soon as they seen these two maids get up out of there, these wicked ass niggas came back and was like, hey, look, sis, the garden doors are shut. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and let us have our way with you. And ain't nobody gonna know about this. You know what I'm saying? Verse 21. If thou wilt not, we will bear witness against thee that a young man was with thee, and therefore thou didst send away thy maids away from thee. So these wicked niggas told this sister, look, you better let us have our way with you, or we gonna lie on you and tell everybody that you slept with a whole nother man, you understand? And of course, they gonna believe us because we two elders with influence. They come and settle their matters with us all day, you understand? So you better go ahead and give in to us, you understand, before we bear false witness against you and get you stoned to death. This is exactly what this nigga P. Diddy was doing, you understand, during these freak-offs. You understand? Bribing people, right? Threatening to end certain brothers and sisters' careers, you understand? Because they threatened to go publicly about the evil nastiness that this nigga was doing. You know what I'm saying? Salakia. It's where was I? Verse 22. Then Susanna sighed and said, I am straitened on either side, for if I do this thing, it is death unto me. And if I do it not, I cannot escape your hands. It is better for me to fall into your hands and not do it than to sin in the sight of the Lord. Man, this sister has so much goddamn integrity. She said, look, I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. But I would rather die at y'all hands to sin in front of the Lord. You understand? This is a sister with some integrity right here. You understand? She like, nah, hell nah. I ain't doing that. I'd rather die. You understand? Righteously, right? Verse 24. With that, Susanna cried with a loud voice, and the two elders cried out against her. Then ran the one and opened the garden door. So when the servants of the house heard the cry in the garden, they rushed in at a privy door to see what was done unto her. You understand? Like, these niggas was evil as hell. This sister was threatened, you understand, by these two wicked ass elders, you understand, was threatened that they would bear false witness against her and essentially get her stoned. You understand? She said, hell no, I'm not doing it, and then cried with a loud voice. And they did what a coward would do. You understand? Try to cry louder than her and then accuse her of doing something that they know goddamn well that she wasn't doing. You understand? Salakia. Verse 27. But when the elders had declared their matter, the servants were greatly ashamed, for there was never such a report made of Susanna. You understand? Like these servants that worked up under her husband, they knew this was a righteous sister. So they was ashamed, like, damn, sis, like, this what you got going on? You know what I'm saying? Verse 28, because they never heard nothing like this about this sister, right? And it came to pass the next day, when the people were assembled to her husband Joachim, the two elders came also, full of mischievous, imagination against Susanna to put her to death, and said before the people, send for Susanna, the daughter of Chelseas, Joachim's wife. And so they sent. So she came with her father and mother, her children, and all her kindred. Now Susanna was a very delicate woman and beauteous to behold. And these wicked men commanded to uncover her face, for she was covered that they might be fulfilled with her beauty. Like, these niggas was evil as hell. They bringing this sister out to trial, you understand, on false charges. You can't even call them trumped up charges. These is literally false charges. And they got so much of a lustful demon on them. The sister is so beautiful. She came out covered up, you understand, in all modestness. And these niggas was so lusting after her so much that they like, man, uncover your head just so they can look at her and lust even some more before she get put to death because of these niggas lying on her. Like these are the worst type of niggas. These are like we reading about 2 P. Diddy's right here in the Bible. Right? Salakia. Therefore, her friends and all that saw her wept. Then the two elders stood up in the midst of the people and laid their hands upon her head. And she weeping looked up toward heaven, for her heart trusted in the Lord. And the elders said, as we walked in the garden alone, this woman came in with 2 maids and shut the garden doors and sent the maids away. Then a young man who there was hid came unto her and lied with her. Then we that stood in a corner of the garden, seeing the wickedness, ran unto them. Like these niggas came up with a whole goddamn lie about what happened, right? And when we saw them together, the man we could not hold, for he was stronger than we, and opened the door and leaped out. You understand? Like these niggas are so evil. They said, look, we tried to catch the young brother, but this nigga was younger, faster, and stronger than us. He got up out of there. You understand? But having taken this woman, we asked who the young man was, but she would not tell us. These things do we testify. Then the assembly believed them, and those that were the elders and judges of the people, so they condemned her to death. Then Susanna cried out with a loud voice and said, O everlasting God, thou knowest the secrets and knowest all the things before they knowest all things before they be. Like this isn't about to get put to death. She still got faith in the Lord. You understand? Verse 43. Thou knowest that they have borne false witness against me, and behold, I must die. Whereas I never did such things as these men has maliciously invented against me. And the Lord heard her voice. The Lord heard this sister. You understand? And this is why it's so important, you understand, to have Salakia. This is why it's so important to have men of God around to protect our women. You understand? To protect our nation. Verse 45. Therefore, when she was led to be put to death, the Lord raised up the Holy Spirit of a young youth whose name was Daniel. Come on, man. This the prophet Daniel right here when he a young brother. He a young buck. You understand? Right? The Lord put the Holy Spirit on Daniel as a young brother. You understand? Verse 46. Who cried with a loud voice, I am clear from the blood of this woman. Then all the people turned toward him and said, what mean these words that thou hast spoken? Daniel stood up and said, look, man, I'm not finna let y'all slaughter this sister and the blood be on my hands. Nah, this trial ain't going how it's supposed to go. So they stood up like, hey, little bro, like, what you talking about? You got to remember, Daniel is a young youth. You understand? This brother's young. He probably in his early teens. You understand? Verse 48. So he's standing in the midst of them, said, are ye such fools, ye sons of Israel, that without examination or knowledge of the truth, ye have condemned a daughter of Israel? He said, man, look, y'all just gonna believe these wicked niggas? You understand? Like y'all ain't even examined the whole thing. Y'all literally heard what these niggas said, didn't get her side of the story, or find any evidence against, you understand, the sister, just took their word for it. And now y'all finna kill her? Is y'all dumb? That's literally what Daniel said. Like, are you dumb? Is you niggas stupid? Is y'all slow? You know what I'm saying? Verse 49, return again to the place of judgment, for they have borne false witness against her. He said, man, nah, look, Daniel essentially called for a retrial. Say, hell nah. We about to go in there and get this right. You understand? Wherefore all the people turned again in haste. And the elder said unto him, come sit down among us and show us, seeing God have given thee the honor of an elder. So the other elder men, you understand, that's proceeding over this trial, they like, hey, little bro, check it out. Come sit by us, you understand, and tell us what you know. Since the Lord put the spirit on you, you understand? And so let me read that one more time. It says, seeing God have given thee the honor of an elder. They like, man, look, you speaking like you know what you talking about. You speaking like an older brother with some wisdom. Come tell us what we need to know. You understand? Verse 52. So when they were put asunder one for another, he called one of them and said unto them, O thou that art waxing old in wickedness, now thy sins which thou hast committed aforetime are come to light. Man, look, Daniel did detective work. He separated these two niggas. You understand? Like, hey, look, send him over there. You come on in here and let me answer. Let me ask you a couple questions. You understand? Now let me break down what Daniel said to him, right? Verse 52 again. So when they put asunder one from another, he called one of them and said unto him, O thou art waxing old in wickedness. He said, nigga, you've been wicked since you've been young. Now thy sins which thou hast committed aforetime are come to light. He like, y'all niggas been doing this. Go ahead and get up in here, you know what I'm saying? So we can find you guilty so you can cut this bullshit out. You understand? Verse 53. For thou hast pronounced false judgment and hast condemned the innocent and has let the guilty go free. Albeit the Lord saith, the innocent and righteous shall thou not slay. He said, man, look, you've been perverting judgment. You understand? You've been condemning the innocent and letting the guilty go free. You understand? He like, nigga, you niggas take bribes. Essentially, that's what he's saying. You understand? Excuse me. Verse 54. Now then, if thou hast seen her, tell me, under what tree sawest thou them accompanying together? Excuse me. Who answered, under a mastic tree. And Daniel said, very well, thou hast lied against thine own head. For even now the angel of God have received the sentence of God to cut thee in two. He said, man, look, so if you seen her commit adultery, what tree did you see them accompanying each other, accompanying them together? What tree was it under? This nigga said a mastic tree, right? So Daniel like, all right, go ahead and get your lying ass up out of here. We already know you lying, but it's all good. You understand? Salakia. Okay. Verse 56. So he put him aside and commanded to bring the other and said unto him, O thou seed of Canaan, and not of Judah, beauty have deceived thee, and lust have perverted thee. He said, nigga, he said, O seed of Canaan and not of Judah. That's like the ultimate insult, you understand, to a man that's supposed to be a righteous Israelite. You understand? He said, nigga, you come from the seed of Canaan. You understand? Like you a wicked nigga. You are a foul, you a foul piece of shit, like these people of the land of Canaan, like these Canaanites. You understand? Excuse my French. Verse 57. Thus have ye dealt with the daughters of Israel, for they for fear company with you. But the daughter of Judah would not abide with your wickedness. Come on, man. This is P. Diddy right here. I'm going to read that again. Thus have ye dealt with the daughters of Israel, and they for fear company with you. That's what P. Diddy did. You understand? He threatened these sisters with ending their careers. You understand? Threatening to give a false report about their character, telling them they'll never work in Hollywood again. You understand? Telling them they're going to have to go back to the projects again. You understand? And they was fearful of that. So they allowed P. Diddy to have his way with them. You understand? They went ahead and took the drugs that P. Diddy offered them because they was in fear of P. Diddy. You understand? It's P. Diddy right here in the Bible, right? But the daughter of Judah would not abide with your wickedness. This sister Susanna was different. She wasn't scared of you, bro. She was scared of the Lord more than she was scared of the judgment that was going to happen at your hands. Verse 58. Now, therefore, tell me, under what tree did thou take them accompanying each other? Who answered, under an home tree. Then said Daniel unto him, well, thou hast also lied against thine own head. For the angel of God waiteth with the sword to cut thee in two, that he may destroy you. With all that, with Salakia, With that, all the assembly cried out with a loud voice and praised God who saved them that trusted in him. You understand? Like the court, like when he sat under a home tree, imagine you in a court today. When he sat under a home tree, that was the angel of the Lord being the judge, basically telling them guilty. Bam. The judge, the courtroom erupted. You understand? Man, they like, man, Most High in Christ. You understand? Praise the Lord that saved them that trusted in him. You understand? Verse 61. And they arose against the two elder, for Daniel had convicted them of false witness by their own mouth. And according to the law of Moses, they did unto them in such sort as they maliciously intended to do to their neighbor. And they put them to death. Thus the innocent blood was saved the same day. Therefore, Chelseus and his wife praised God for their daughter, Susanna, with Joachim, her husband, and all the kindred, because there was no dishonesty found in her. From that day forth, Daniel had in great reputation in the sight of the people. You understand? That's why it's so important for the children of Israel. You understand? Salagia says, I'm going to get to your comments right now. But that's why it's important for the children of Israel to have righteous men to rule over the people. You understand? So we don't get destroyed. Let me see. There ain't not an ounce of righteousness between them. Nah, not an ounce of righteousness between them at all, sis. Wait, a train? Hell no. The Bible got everything in it. Salakia. Nah, facts, sis. Facts. This Bible got everything in it. You understand? It's so important for us to keep our integrity as the children of Israel, because like the scriptures say, like us keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. I'm paraphrasing. Like this shows our righteousness, like not righteousness, but our wisdom in the sight of the nations. You understand? Like this brother Daniel, this was a young cat. You understand? That watched this happen and refused to let the sister be condemned. You understand? Because of the lies of these two elders, which Daniel, when you go back and read what Daniel said to them, these dudes had a reputation for doing this shit. Excuse my French. They was already doing this. You understand? Daniel said, look, sisters in the past, they laid with you because they were scared of you. But we got you now. You understand? Like this evilness is finna stop. And essentially, if P. Diddy is guilty of all of this, you understand? Like it's gonna be another brother off of the streets, you understand, that's not allowed to hurt the children of Israel no longer. You understand? Because the Lord is going to deliver him up to the punishment if convicted, if guilty, which rightfully so he deserves. You understand? Yeah, but that book of Susanna, you understand, that's a heavy book when it comes to this type of when it comes to this type of stuff that's going on in our communities, you understand, with these men that have riches and wealth and a lot of influence over our people. You understand? With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Kanat, the water for tapping in, sis. I appreciate you. Yeragabar, Yabba Shema Shabarakatah, sir. Salagia, Karak, sir. You as well. You understand? Make sure y'all tune in for scripture breakdown class tomorrow with General Muhammad on ISBK online classes. We have another scripture breakdown that's going to be streamed on the ISBK Sacramento page, as well as the Oakland Israelites Sacramento page, taught by Officer of 5,000, Kassar Bakad. Make sure y'all like, share the class, you understand, and you know, do your part to push this truth. Because if not for brothers like Daniel, if not for brothers like Mattathias in the Apocrypha, if not for brothers like Commander General Yohana, you would continuously have people like P. Diddy take advantage, you understand, of the less fortunate of our people and destroy them day after day, year after year. You understand? Yahba Shem Yahushua Barak a thumb to the brothers. Yahweh Shamar Lathan Ba Shem Yahushua to the sisters. Shalom, Israel.